No, you stay.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get the first crack at it here. They'll leave it with him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Rebels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll get rid of it. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He leaves it with the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense has the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacked.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Makes the grab. He's got space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Manziel. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Manziel. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Red Raiders come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
Yoey.
Hey, girl. Here I come. My bad. Hold on. Hold tight. Hold tight. Hold tight. Hold tight.
And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And that's going to be incomplete.
Good
A lot
dodge,
of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And that was way too easy for this offense. Defense is about leverage. It's about caging things and keeping it inside, not letting it get to the perimeter. They let that ball get outside with a guy that has speed. Next thing you know, first down.
How you automatically just don't block.
He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Rebels are marching down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
To the air on 2nd down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it. Made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play.
Yeah, my boy, like his spleen is broke.
The Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Back to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Red Raiders kept his drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They send the tight end in motion. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider. Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Please give me a call back at 409-739.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. They're trailing by just 4 to TCU. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes,
you don't know what time the game starts?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the lone running back.
Oh, you're cheering for the game?
Marker and still running.
Oh, okay.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the
But hey.
I'll tell you
How
what,
are you?
A few more runs like that in defensive.
Dang.
More guys in
little
the
run.
More big guys. I better stop
All
this
right,
guy
baby.
because
I
he's
love you, okay?
Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll pull it down. Turns it on in midfield. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's moving out of the
pocket. Oh, yeah, come on, bro.
It'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to
I'm changing his points, bro. Like, I'm inserting points for the throw on the run, and it's like every time I put points on that shit, it makes it worse.
Looking to fire. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turning it on. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Manziel. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Red Raiders come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. The give on the option. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive.
Okay.
Chip shot field goals can leave you alone.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
Okay.
And execute.
Okay.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Unleashes one. He's open on the right. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on
That's
that
what
one.
you got.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And the pass pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Manziel. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. On the right side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds it back in the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Red Raiders come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off play action. Here comes the rush.
I was for sure about to go slash soon.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Red Raiders are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Pocket breaking down.
Passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
Got him.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he got away from the D, they had
Stop playing with that, bro. I don't even be on this Heisman type shit, but I mean, if we gonna be If we gonna be in the mix this year, we gonna try to get it.
Quick, so explosive. They can put small drives
I want
together,
chill.
big drives together.
That's what I want.
They've really had a
I don't
great
care for the
year, and
Heisman,
that's why they're a
but
top 10
if we
offense.
gonna be in the race, we gonna be in the race.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The throw. Right on the money. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. It breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, the ground game. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. On target. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They'll move the tight end. Might as well give it to him again.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Snagged out of the air. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Red Raiders will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Smashes it between the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by 11 to TCU. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the S.
Lost one deep down the right side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Firing to the right, complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers and so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run.
Shit. Oh, no.
Get there. It'll bring up fourth down. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. On fourth down, looking for the completion.
No!
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive with a pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Manziel. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Here we go. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive. Play.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
It's just so nice to have a signal man who can make plays through the air, can make plays with his feet like this, runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the air. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive.
Oh, my God.
Put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Grant behind the line. It's Tompkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally with the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Here's a heat. Makes the catch. It's Tompkins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll leave it with the lone back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Pass interference.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man downfield. Oh, a lot of space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country.
There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football, because he is looking really good.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The lone back's got it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. From the gun, running back on the move. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Florida is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Gainesville. They're trailing by 18 to Georgia. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to throw again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Hey, what, as a defensive back, as a defensive player, you know, down here near the goal line, I got to get tight on my guys. I can't give away the easy stuff like that. Too easy near the goal line for that pitch and catch.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes it a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets him back to the line of scrimmage. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on third. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Throws for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk with the long pass. It's incomplete.
It be right there, dog.
Second and long. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. It's complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Picks up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Rebels are flying down the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And when the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want it.
Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, the best goal line and red zone offenses are always the ones that can run the football. And here's an opportunity for this offense, down close to the goal line late, to see if they can punch one in and take a commanding lead.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Tight end now in motion. Trying to barge their way in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
Yowie. Okay.
The play action fake. Quick strike complete. And they will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Looking to throw again.
He's wide open.
Loads it left. Touchdown, Red Raider. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.
Young. Okay.
They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has been just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jason.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Get started for no advice. Ask your prescriber about Go today.
The players have their bag, but fans, you've got one too. Sometimes it's about showing us. Others, showing out. Snacks, chargers, essentials, whatever you need to stay in, delivered at the speed of the game. DoorDash gives you in your bag all season long.
So you guys are just like super hot, right?
So that's stop looking on the prayer and stay farm.
That's the move that no sweat is on the pitch. Sweat kind of long. The whole purpose.
Man, I'm loving this new.
Now I said it.
Yeah. Every time we drive, I feel like I'm in
I can do this all day. Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid. Better payouts this NBA playoffs on FanDuel. FanDuel, late for game. Oh, more cheese. The Applebee's OMG burger is back. Now with more cheese. Now it's just a bacon cheeseburger served on a sizzling skillet. Too much cheese. The OMG burger for $11.99. Only that one. Start the game over 6 for free, but they now make 7 for Paul George getting in on the action.